Hello lovelies, welcome back to my channel. I do not feel well, which may be obvious by how I sound. Hopefully not as much by how I look, because I've been on the rapid healing journey, okay? Ginger, lemon, onions, garlic, everything you can imagine. Every remedy you can think of, I've been doing it because I don't be having time to be sick. But yes, I'm just saying that so that y'all can bear with me. My mind is a little foggy, but I'm telling y'all the story of my first time getting drunk. If you scroll through my story times, there are a few about drinking because I went to a drunk ass school. If you're new here, I went to Shit State in Unhappy Valley. And yeah, like 90% of the daily activities at that place is drinking. So I'm gonna tell y'all when I found my limit. I thought that I would never tell the story because it's fucking embarrassing, which is why I've been tiptoeing around that shit, and y'all got every other drunk story time. But here we go, it's time. So I was a freshman, and my roommate, I only had a roommate my freshman year, and she was not with the shits. Like, I was so afraid that if she saw alcohol or weed or anything in my room that she would snitch. So when I got to my first bottle or bottles of alcohol, I was like, oh shit, like I can't keep this in my room long term. Like, she's gonna find it, she's gonna snitch on me. So I had a friend that bought me 2 plain bottles of New Amsterdam vodka. Now, first of all, don't drink underage. Don't drink underage. Don't do that. It's bad. But I obviously didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I was very sheltered as a child. And she was like, if you have $20, I'll go get whatever you want. And I was like, okay, go get whatever the fuck you would think to get. And I only knew to drink vodka, which now I would never put vodka in my body. And so she went and got me, I think it was on sale. It was like 2 for $20, but it was plain, which is fucking disgusting. So I was like, okay, I gotta drink this shit. Like, I gotta get rid of it. And so I took 1 to my friend's room at the time. He later became my boyfriend. That's not really important until like the end of the story. But I took one of them to his room, and we were like, okay, we're gonna find my limit. Y'all, I think we had crayon apple we were mixing it with, just 2 of us drinking a big ass bottle of New Amsterdam by ourselves. So we had crushes on each other at this point. So I'm pretty sure we were just like flirting the whole time, you know, like just drunk and giggly and watching TV, But quickly I got lit because I had never really been drunk before. I had never really drank before. So I just remember after we were like, I don't feel like it was a quart, probably like halfway through. We're gonna say halfway through the bottle, I got sick. And I don't know if I ate, but I got sick. So mind you, at this point, my dorm, the way my dorm was set up was that there was girl floors and boy floors. So I used to live on the 4th floor, and he used to live on the 1st floor. And I was so lit, y'all. I couldn't make it back to my floor. I couldn't make it downstairs to where they had like one singular like stall. I just had to go into the bathroom that was on his floor, which is so fucking dangerous. But like, when you're in college, you don't fucking think about shit like that. I was drunk as hell, and I had to, you know. So I just remember running down the hallway into the boys' bathroom, terrified because it's like I'm in a boys' bathroom. And I was sick, and it wasn't funny, but he was drunk, so he was laughing at me. But he ended up taking care of me, whatever. And after just like literally probably like sitting on the floor or like squatting in a boys' bathroom stall, which is so fucking disgusting thinking about it now, for a while, eventually he like had to come and like scoop me up and brought me back to his room. And I don't think his roommate was there, because I think his roommate had a girlfriend. So his roommate was at his girlfriend's house. Thank God, because that would have been embarrassing. And he just like brought me back to his room and let me sleep in his bed. Not on no funny shit, but just like I literally fell asleep, like I was out. I remember waking up like, oh my God, it's probably so embarrassing. Like at this point I liked him and I'm like, oh my God, it's so gross and nasty. So y'all are probably thinking like, wow, that was a short story. It gets much worse. That was the pre-game to the bullshit I'm finna tell y'all. So next day, we're like, all right, let's do it again. Run it back because we're fucking stupid and we're 18. So I take the other bottle because, like I said, it was 2 big ass bottles of plain fucking New Amsterdam. So I get the other bottle out of my room, bring it down to his room. We're like, okay, I know my limit now. Let's see if I can not vomit today, right? Okay. So I bring it down to his room. We're drinking, giggling, whatever. One of our friends knocks on the door because by this point, I don't want to say everybody in our dorm was cool, but we were all under the same scholarship program. So like a lot of us were cool. A lot of us had to take the same like freshman seminar class. You know, we lived together. We used to see each other at this point. So a lot of us are cool. So one of my closest friends at the time, she knocks on the door. I don't know if she heard us giggling or what, or she was just trying to check on us, but she knocks on the door and we let her in. And she's like, I y'all in here drunk. So she told us that next door in our other friend's room, they were having a birthday pregame for one of the girls in our scholarship. Yo, we're already lit because we were not prepared to be drinking with others. So we're already probably, I'm going to say, okay, now I'll say at least like a quarter through the bottle. Or maybe we like finished the first bottle or something like that. And we took the other bottle next door. We get next door. There was Bacardi. There was, I think, lemon New Amsterdam. Child, this is why I'm traumatized. I really cannot, like, I can't. I don't want to smell vodka. I don't want to look at vodka. I don't want to see it. I don't want to breathe it. I'm going to do none of that. So we took it next door. And there's already mad liquor. People was already taking shots. And yeah. So it's like a lit ass pregame. And we're like stacked in there. Like, I don't know. If you've been to college, you know freshman year, y'all be doing dumbass shit in small ass spaces. So we drinking whatever, not thinking about already being drunk, like not thinking about the limit of nothing. The limit does not exist at this point. Like, we're just fucked up. And I remember at some point, the birthday girl and this other girl that I used to be cool with just started making out. And I think that was when I knew that we was at the point of no return, because I just was not fucking prepared. I'm like, oh shit. Like I said, I was sheltered. I had never seen no lit nothing. I'd never been around no lit people before. Like, this was early freshman year. I'm freshly an adult. So, boom, they start making out. At some point, I don't know what the point was, but me and my crush, the boy that I said we ended up dating later on, we started making out. So now it's just we on a roll, right? This is where shit gets to shifting. Everybody was smokers. Like, everybody was pieheads, like, pretty much in the room. So we're like, oh, we gonna go smoke. Now, mind you, like I said, we're freshmen. All of us have scholarships. We can't smoke on campus. What if we get caught? Also, niggas on a PWI. If we get caught, it's gonna be way worse than if the fucking white people get caught. So we used to go downtown smoking this like parking garage. Now, I do not remember getting from the dorm to the parking garage. And this is when I learned the term browning out. Because to this day, I feel like I've never blacked out. Like, there are no nights where I don't remember anything happening. But on this night specifically, I remember all the places we were. but none of the transition periods. So basically, what happens in my head is we reached the threshold of my friend's room. I don't even know what happened when we got to the elevator, y'all. I just see the threshold of my friend's room, and then I see the parking garage. So we're supposed to be smoking, whatever. Now, at this point, like I said, me and my crush, we was like going back and forth, banter, probably kissing, just being the fucking most, doing the fucking most. So apparently we never made it to the smoke session. Because we had to like walk down some stairs in the parking garage. So we never made it to the smoke session. Now, if you would have asked me the next morning, I would have said we was there. That's not what happened. So I have the image of the threshold of my friend's room. I remember getting into the parking garage, kind of. And like I said, I'm thinking we really got there and smoked with everybody. Like, we made it to the cipher. But that's not what happened. The next time I remember opening my eyes, I was sitting on the floor of the parking garage in the staircase, in the stairwell. My crush was across from me, sitting on the floor as well. We had both got sick. So yeah, I see why I was so terrified to tell the story. But at this point, it's like I'm grown and I'm about to be famous. Y'all gonna figure out so much more terrifying things and facts about me probably within the next like 20 years. I might as well just let the shit fly, right? So we both got sick. We're on the floor, disoriented as fuck, like gone. So this is another transitional period where I don't know what happened. I don't know. The next thing I remember is being in my dorm room. Which, remember, my roommate is in my dorm room asleep. So I know she was fucking terrified. Because my friend probably got to be like, I'm like 5'10". She got to be like maybe 5'6". Somehow she got me all the way back to our dorm. Mind you, we're downtown. Like, we've walked some time. She got me back to my dorm room, and the boys took him to his dorm room. I just remember she was trying to, like, take my clothes off so that I wouldn't be, laid in my bed with dirty clothes on. And I remember her trying to explain to my roommate, like, she's going to be fine. Just make sure she drinks water. Like, when she wakes up, she's going to be fine. She's going to be fine. I know sis was terrified. Like, I just know sis was terrified. So, yeah. And then we woke up the next morning. So fucking embarrassed. Everybody had video. My phone died. But, yeah. Everybody had videos and insisted on showing us. I'm like, please don't show me this shit. Y'all, I was literally growing out my perm. Or I hadn't started growing it out at that point, but it just was not done. I had on one of the hats for like one of my school hats. Like, it had like a paw print on it. Lost the hat. Don't know where the hat went. So for most of the night, my hair, like my permed undercut hair, was just like sticking out of my fucking head like a cockatoo. I'm just drunk as hell. Like, I had sweatpants on and like a sweater, and basically we were just falling all over each other. It was just like the most like disgusting ass, ghetto ass, beginning of a love story ass bullshit you could have ever fucking seen. Like, it was just so unnecessary and gross. So yeah, that's my embarrassing ass story time for today. I'm so dedicated to building up this page, building up my social media, because normally if I felt like how I feel, I would have said fuck that shit. But yeah, I hope it was entertaining, even though I don't have my energy at 110% today. I hope that y'all are having a lovely, marvelous, and spectacular day, because the only things that matter here are you, me, the arts, and the fact that none of the other shit matters anyway, so we might as well have fun. I'm trying to figure out if there's anything else. Oh, I switched my Instagram pages and I'm at 1,000 followers on my Lovely the Poet Instagram. So I'm gonna start going live on Wednesdays on Instagram again. For Words Wednesday, which is my open mic, themed after my spoken word club from college. I also go live on here. I also go live on TikTok on Wednesdays. I'm still trying to get Cardi to see my Outside Lovely mix, so please help me with that. Still trying to get a Grammy. Please tag the Grammy members that you know, board members, academy members, whatever the fuck. Send my shit to them. I don't really give a fuck. I give it to them. Please help. Yeah. I feel like that's it, right? Stream my music. Buy my book. I love y'all so much. Thank you for bearing with me and the sound of my voice today. Don't drink underage. Shit is stupid. And you don't know what you're doing and you make your liver sad. Okay, that's all I got. Bye. Love you guys. Mwah.